So the PNP finally gonna get their heart desire. The election date is about to be announced. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you, when you go out to vote this election, don't vote based on hearsay. Do you understand me? Vote based on what is proven. Don't vote based on hearsay. Vote on what is proven. Look around you, ladies and gentlemen. The economy is growing. Crime is going down. Jobs are so many, ladies and gentlemen, that persons are advertising for work every day, and even the private sector is wondering where are they going to get enough workers to fill the labor, the vacancies that are out there in the labor market. So they are considering, the private sector is considering to import people. In other words, they are planning to advertise jobs so that persons overseas can come and fill the local job market, because there are so many jobs available and so very little people to do them. Do not listen to the lies that people are saying that nothing is happening for this country. Ladies and gentlemen, so much is happening for this country that this one little podcast I'm doing cannot begin to explain all that is happening in this country, and they all make Jamaica look good. What is happening in Jamaica reminds me of over there in Cayman, how everybody used to run away from Jamaica to work in Cayman, Grand Cayman. Now, ladies and gentlemen, persons are even doing their regular jobs, and they are doing other jobs on the side. I am seeing it right now. I am at a place where, ladies and gentlemen, people do their regular job, and then come and work here at this establishment as a second job. So I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, when you hear people saying that we're suffering here in Jamaica, that's a lie. That's a devil's lie. They are just bent on hatred. And how can you hate somebody, ladies and gentlemen, that wants to see poor people come out of poverty? The other one wants to keep you in poverty. That is the reason why they are planning to tax imported goods. When imported goods are taxed, then you know that prices are going to increase in the supermarket. I hear people have the audacity to be saying that things are getting expensive every day. Mr. Holness needs to do something about it. Mr. Holness does not control the private sector, but he can impose taxes on the private sector. And so far, Mr. Holness administration have not imposed tax on anyone. Now, the PNP is not even in power, and they are planning to tax people. They are planning, ladies and gentlemen. I hear them saying some things, I hear them saying one and two good ideas. I don't see it any overwhelming ideas that they are proposing, but they are proposing one and two good ideas. So I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, don't vote based on promises, because let me tell you this, we have seen it in the past where they make unrealistic promises, the People's National Party, and when they go in power, ladies and gentlemen, they don't deliver. They don't deliver. What happened was that people were so stressful, ladies and gentlemen, that even the handcart men were stressful. Because what? They used to tax them every year. When budget read, we used to be wondering what next is going to be taxed. So don't go out there and vote based on hearsay. I hear people saying the Prime Minister is a thief. I ask them, what did he stole? They can't tell me. They said that he is corrupt. I said, in what way? They can't tell me. They said that the Prime Minister needs to declare his assets. I said he declare his assets. They just don't certify it. Because what? They are surprised to see how a little poor man, just become, over 20 years, he become rich. He entered politics with $300,000, and what they don't understand is that something called investment. The man invests in various companies. He invested on the stock market. He invested in various companies. That's what caused him to be rich. And they are not talking about themselves who got rich through sweetheart deals. While Andrew Holness only made millions, they make billions. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Golden, Mr. Bunting make billions. Who remember Darren Bunting and Golden, that investment company that was sold to Scotiabank? They made billions of dollars on it, ladies and gentlemen. So don't let them fool you into thinking that Mr. Holness is involved in anything wrong. They just don't like the idea that a little man from the ghetto can become rich. And as a result of that, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Holness can relate to the people, because I hear him talking about persons saying, listen me, don't let anybody stop you from going after your dreams. And the encouragement that he gives, ladies and gentlemen, all the young people. You come here in his constituency, a lot of young people are intoxicated with him, ladies and gentlemen, and everywhere Mr. Holness go, persons just naturally love him because the man connects with the people. Ladies and gentlemen, do not vote against somebody who connects with you. And I know why a lot of them are spreading lies. They are spreading lies simply because they believe that the time has come for PNP to get some of taxpayers' money for doing nothing. Although some of their MPs right now are getting taxpayers' money and they are doing nothing. They are not building up their constituency. I hear some people want to blame the government for the PNP constituencies that are not building up. And ladies and gentlemen, they get their constituency development fund. The PNP get their constituency development fund. And who I see building up the PNP, who do I see building up the PNP constituencies? The same Labour Party that they are talking about, calling Andrew Holness wicked and can't tell me what wickedness he has done. Calling Andrew Holness a chopper and can't tell me what did he chop. So they are saying then, what about the $3 billion that have been, that are the $3 trillion that are unaccounted for? I said, ladies and gentlemen, what these people don't do, they don't listen. They talk a lot, but they don't listen. The $3 trillion was not inherited by the Jamaica Labour Party. It is monies that have been spent over a period of time across the two administrations. They know what it has been spent on, but what happened is that proper documentation was not being done to account for it. So they are not saying that somebody stole the money or that the money is missing. All they are simply saying is that it is unaccounted for, and they need to do the proper documentation so that it can be accounted for. Then persons, the jail, the PNP trolls, they never hear anything good yet, They start running up and down saying that Andrew Holness administration stole $3 trillion. When it is nothing like that, ladies and gentlemen. If you notice, you don't hear anybody in the bigger heads talking about it. It's just a man on the ground. You hear saying these things. Because, ladies and gentlemen, these people who are haters, they are always looking for a fault where there is none. Do not allow people to confuse your brain this election season, ladies and gentlemen. Vote according to your conscience, not because people say something. Vote based on the performance of your government. Vote, ladies and gentlemen, based on the integrity of your government. I hear people saying that the Prime Minister have no integrity. What have the Prime Minister done to say that he has no integrity? Because the man just keeps shining, and the man just keep being impressive on the international scale. The same man that we are taking for granted are applauded on the global scene. So how is he not a man of integrity? Ladies and gentlemen, erase the bad mind. Erase the grudgefulness, erase the jealousy, because all of them are jealous of the man. But I am very impressed with the Prime Minister. And ladies and gentlemen, I want him to continue the good work in Jamaica.